Hey you guys, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday Wander Day. We are wandering DTLA, checking out the skyscraper area around Grand Avenue. The futuristic 80s. But LA promised us. Thank you guys so much for being here. Boom. All right. Hey, LA Unknown. Happy Sunday. AT Soups. Gaming in LA. Michael Starr, happy Sunday. So I wanted to just maybe walk through the 80s portion of DTLA, the 1980s that is. And maybe, it's 80 degrees down here. It's not that hot. We can look at the 1880s over in Olvera Street. It's about 80 degrees today. There's no theme there. Just kind of worked out. Hey, Jeff. Right, we're working it. So I wanted to actually start on Hope Street. That is where I took that picture. On 7th. Seconds across, I'm gonna do it. Such kind of a really cool view of the old library. I can't stand in the middle of the street for too long. The US Bank Tower and the Bank of America building right beyond that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I think I accidentally have only broadcasting on YouTube, but most of the time we also simulcast. Is that a word? Is that what we say? Most of the time we also stream at the same time on Twitch. You can check us out there. And if you like still photographs with music, or sometimes shorts, you can check out our Instagram. I haven't really been on the Instagram this week, but I got a bunch of stuff to post, so onslaught. I was looking at something at some point, and on the grounds of the Biltmore Hotel, there used to be a giant Episcopal church that they tore down. I don't know if it's actually on the grounds of this, because the church was there till 19, maybe 20. We're just above Pershing Square in DTLA, Jewelry District. I'm gonna go left on Olive and walk up and up. Always. I love the word, right? No, it's Figueroa at Wilshire, where the St. Paul's Cathedral once stood. Whoa, it smells burgerific over here. Late 70s early 80s, they had just, I mean, late 70s, early 70s, late 60s, they had already started to completely demolish Bunker Hill. And the building was really happening in the late 70s and 80s. And the LA skyline is synonymous with LA law and shows like that of the 80s. Good afternoon, Lori. Thanks for walking on the shady side of the street with us for a few minutes. Hey guys! He's running for city council. I'm kidding, I have no idea who that guy is. Hey JD Walker, how are you? Happy Sunday. We're just out and about. We'll be in DTLA. We'll be downtown a couple more times this week. Friday, we are going to be down here for they're blocking off Grand, and it's like a dance thing. Sorry if I'm misnaming it, but that should be kind of cool. So we'll wander through that. That's actually Friday afternoon. So I'll probably try to catch the last half of it. It's from 12 to 4, and it's heating up. So it'll probably be like 85 on Friday. Doing pretty good. How are you, Jay? We are also going to be downtown for DTLA Art Night. I've already put that up. I already put the dance thing up. I just haven't finished the thumbnail. I've been working through thumbnail styles to see if I could find something that I liked and that was more popular maybe than my original ones. I really not 100% in love with the ones I'm doing now. I think I might revert to my old style, but maybe switch it up to a Helvetica. It seems very now. I'm always relieved when somebody I think is like talking to themselves is on their phone. So let's go over here, left on 5th, over by 1 Bunker Hill. Should we take the hill or the stairs? That's always a good question. Maybe I should press the walk signal. Oh, hey. Hey, Nightbot. Thank you guys so much. I want to take a second while I'm waiting at this crosswalk to thank all of my members. I really appreciate you guys being part of the channel. You are one of the best parts of the channel. Thank you for supporting my Metro card and the phone and our signal. Couldn't do it without you. Hey KW, good evening, Mr. Grebel. Nice to see you. I'm gonna be standing here for a little bit. I'm always talking to myself. Utterly free. I thought that was the walk box. Happy Sunday, you guys. There are things going downtown today. They're just like indoor things, or they always have this really cool thing called Smorgasbord down past downtown LA, like over by the Arts District, maybe even just past the Arts District, which is really cool. It's free to enter, but you're immediately starving when you walk in there. I mentioned this before, but this last corner of the Biltmore, this corner of the Biltmore was the last part built because there was a theater here before the DCP, Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. Long time ago, but you can almost see where they just sort of snapped the building on. The bricks change, the base changes. If you live in Los Angeles and you can get a library card at the library, they have a lot of benefits. I think I'm gonna get a library card this week. Also, we're celebrating 100 years of the Central Library with all types of really cool things, exhibits. I'm gonna stand on this hot corner. I'm gonna take the stairs on the other side, I think. Let's just go this way. I see shade up ahead. So that is One Bunker Hill. Absolutely one of my favorite buildings. Ooh, there's already somebody, beat me to the shade. Right next to the US Bank building. If you're a member, feel free to use your emoji. I want this person to leave the shade so I can absorb it. It's really weird. I never knew this was such an old building. I'd never been inside of it till the stream. Yeah, I remember we got some kind of vegetarian something. I like that area. I'm just taking a little breather break walking up this hill. All right, also, I just didn't want to interrupt the other person enjoying the shade. I love this mural. This is the AT&T building. My signal's excellent. It's all of the continents of the world, except for Antarctica, connected by phone lines. I guess that's why Antarctica is not on there. All right, we're almost to the top of Grand. So this Friday, Grand will be closed. I'm gonna let the shade person pass me. Me too. I feel like we live in East Hollywood. If you've ever walked through East Hollywood or Hollywood, not necessarily West Hollywood, because somehow it's much better preserved, but in East Hollywood you'll see one of those cool Spanish style apartment buildings like Melrose Place things, and next door you'll see a saltine box. I kind of like the saltine box, to be honest with you, but not next door to the other building. I don't like the juxtaposition. I like neighborhoods somewhat staying continuous or keeping their continuity, keeping their aesthetic. And I don't mean like we shouldn't build more and taller and whatever. I'm not saying anything like that. Not a political statement. I just really think you should not change the neighborhood with cheap construction. So just up ahead and to the right is Angel's Flight. We won't go on it because, you know, we don't need to beat that on a live horse. But we will walk down the stairs next to it because I want to go to the California Plaza. It's a lovely spot to walk through. They hold concerts, and the concerts are really excellent. I mean, it's not like Fleetwood Mac. Excellent. Also excellent views up here. A nice breeze kicking in. We'll walk away from the tree shredder. I bet this area could have been much more than it became. I just feel like they didn't build it fast enough after they demolished Bunker Hill. This is the California Plaza we're in. So this thing, I think, was part of a three tower complex, but they never built the third tower. The third tower probably would have been on top of Angel's Flight, or where I'm standing right now. And of course, you know, built on top of old Bunker Hill. But if you want a really nice moment with your iced latte and donut that you just got from Grand Central Market down there, this place is almost always free of people. You could just come up here and chill. When I say free of people, I mean like row 10. This is mine and Joe's favorite spot, actually. Or maybe not Joe's, but I like to make him stand up here. And check out this view. It's kind of... I should look for an old picture of this view and plop it up as an overlay. It would be really cool. Marcos! The downsides of living in Los Angeles, if you have a car, parking can be very expensive. I think it might be tricky to have groceries unless you're really into grocery deliver, because there are like 2 markets downtown, Whole Foods and Ralph's, and they're both over there-ish. I can't remember what street they're on. Actually, just walked by the Ralph's. I've walked by the Whole Foods recently also. But that's the only thing I can think of. Also, you know, it's a little noisier down here than in East Ho, as we don't like to call it. But there's so much to do down here. Museums, a lot of free stuff. There are bees at work. The downside, you know, we do have a little bit of a homeless situation in Los Angeles. It could be a little tricky sometimes, I guess, but I don't know. I want to help. Well, I haven't had a car since October. And living in East Hollywood, I've got like 3 grocery stores that I can walk to, as well as, you know, I can probably buy fruit on the street somewhere. I mean, I can definitely buy fruit on the street somewhere. So I have a ton of options. I think the further out you go, you end up in a grocery store desert. Oh my gosh, I want to pop this so bad. I love that stuff. You end up in a grocery store desert. Retro rides, hey. We're looking at a retro ride right over here, Angel's Flight. This Angel's Flight railway actually used to be right over there. They moved it. There's a tunnel right there. So let's see it take off. This will be a better vantage point than if I try to run down the stairs next to it, which I could. This is the coolest must-do in Los Angeles. Also cheap. 50 cents, 75 cents. And if you're really cheap, you can just walk down alongside of it. It takes you up here to One California Plaza. In the olden days, ooh, just the top of Bunker Hill. and it takes you down to Grand Central Market. We're gonna walk down. Let's wait for it to take off, and then we'll hustle through Grand Central Market. So I think the downside is you just have big city problems, you know? But the upside is you get to live with so many different kinds of people and get tons of cool perspectives, different ways of looking at things, different cultures. It's the great American melting pot, I feel like Los Angeles is. And downtown, kind of a little more in particular. So we used to ride this all the time. I'm a pretty respectful live streamer. Never had a problem. And then one day some guy who was running the conductor booth got really freaked out. So the crazy thing about these trains is one goes up, one goes down, one goes up, one goes down. It's the shortest funicular railroad in the world, maybe? For a long time when I first lived here, this was broken or not working. Right down there is Grand Central Market, another place that you don't have to eat at to walk through. It's just a super fun spot. Hey, Retro Rides Garage. I'm in downtown Los Angeles. We are just walking. Hey, no, not at all. We are just leaving Bunker Hill and heading towards downtown. And the train here, Angel's Flight, we call it, was one of two funicular railroads that took people up and down the hill. Bunker Hill was a pretty heavily residential area, a lot of wood-framed Victorian houses that were all deemed like slums by the city so they could rebuild the modern future we just left. Not a great LA story, actually. A little bit sad. It's something that kind of happens a bit in America too. So now we're at the bottom. People used to come down to this Grand Central Market and grocery shop, like buy their groceries. We'll walk through it. We'll try to walk through that part. Imagine now having 3 bags of groceries, or even 2 paper bags of groceries, because it would have been paper bags then, and hauling them up those stairs. Angel's Flight comes in handy. The staircases that would run, I'm going to try to make this light, next to Angel's Flight used to look a little more rickety, shall I say. All right, I got 6 seconds. There's the Angel's Flight up there. US Bank Tower. Well, that's not in the spirit of the channel, Jobert. It smells really good in here. We will maybe attempt to run through. Wow, it's always so busy. We might lose our signal. In that case, I'll start running. But a place that needs to be visited. Pretty awesome. I've never seen live music here before. Let's check out the donut line. The donut line on Sundays is kind of outrageous because of their delicious strawberry donuts. Even the empanada line is crazy. All right, produce. Which the produce is a good prices actually. All right, let's go check out the Donut Man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on a Sunday. Please feel free to. All right, Donut Man around the corner. I thought that was a beeper or something. It's hot in here. It's a little baby hand fan. Wow. This is the Donut Man. There are 2 people in line. It is kind of early in the stream for me to get a donut, but I would get that chocolate guy right there. It's so good. But they're famous for their strawberry donuts, which I don't see any of. So maybe they're replacing them with that apple fritter. It's really too much donut to eat, I've got to tell ya. Oh no, there's the strawberry donut. We'll come back. It's really awesome. And if the line is super long, maybe we go to the donut shop right around the corner. Oh. Hey, Angela. Nice to see you. Hey, Art. Nice. It is never too much donut for Charlie. You guys, I could take my Dianetics test right now. I could unlock the best in me. Just, if you're just lurking, we love lurkers. Thank you so much for lurking. Feel free to thumbs up. Danny Lancaster. Right in front of us is, of course, the Bradbury Building. Across the street now. I just want to stay in the shade without being too up people's bums. Funny thing about the Bradbury Building, 1800s it was built in. It was made to look like the future in the 80s in Blade Runner. It's a cool building because it's pretty plain on the outside, but let's see if we can press the camera up to the lobby. Actually, the lobby's over here too. It's super plain on the outside, but the inside is just insane. For a long time, I thought it was built for Ray Bradbury also. Look at that ceiling. I'm trying to like get an angle that doesn't show me. All right, coming down. Not that I care too much, but I'm like really sweating. My hair is bozo. Look at that cool hallway. Let's go to the front. This is not that cool. I used to get Blue Bottle coffee all the time. They used to sell it at Heath Ceramics on Beverly. And so I used to get it there. I had a friend who worked there part time and she would get a super discount when it was like expired. Whatever expired meant, like a day over. It always smells good. I have to say, I don't know if it's my favorite LA coffee. All right. But I like it. So, front door of the Bradbury. It's closed on Sunday. You can walk in here any weekday of the week except for holidays. The security guards are super nice. The glass is covered with fingerprints, but I'll try to get us as up close and personal as I can. My fingerprints are now on there too. Incredible. Let's see if I can do a... Look at that. Wrought iron. Anyway, it's not haunted. Don't let anybody fool you. The past couple weekends have been out of control. Beautiful. I think this weekend's a little bit hot. I saw a super old picture. I'm gonna go right now. I saw a super old picture of this building with like travel shops in it. And there's a cutlery store down the street. Ross Cutlery. It's been here since the 30s. It's actually one of the stores, I guess, to the right of the door. All right. Let's take a right on 3rd. Back to the shadows. Hey, Debbie Flores. Debbie, where are you? In California. I'm not ready for the summer, Debbie. Give me a couple more 75ers or Los 70s. It's my favorite. I don't think the Victor Clothing Company is there anymore. In fact, I know it's not there, but that mural is pretty famous. And also the guy that did it. I can never remember his name for some reason. And I think he's a guy that's been doing murals forever. I'm not ready for the power bills either. I have to say, Joe and I, a couple years ago, we've bought it twice. We got this fan. It's like Windmere. Because if you're going to be a fan, you're going to name yourself something like that, Windmere. It's like the Windmere Tornado fan. It is, well, this is in the before times. I mean, I don't mean pre-COVID. I just mean like before gas was $12 a gallon. This fan was like $40. You turn your AC on, or if you don't have an AC, don't turn it on. But if you have an AC, you turn this fan and face it at the ceiling, and the room is freezing. If you don't have an AC, you just turn it on and lie in front of it. And it's a pretty powerful fan. I think it's also made in the USA, so maybe a little cheaper, gas-wise. Joe and I, YouTube has a ton of free movies, and one of the free movies we watched the other day was with, oh my gosh, it was with Betty Davis. And she was playing a twin, dead ringers, unalive ringers. And I forgot who the man was. Kyle Malden, played her boyfriend, one of the twins' boyfriends. And his office, he was a police officer. Betty Davis ran a bar, or one of the twins she played ran a bar. His office was like right here, and the crazy thing is you could see the LA Times building out of the window sometimes, and sometimes it was the a totally different newspaper. Like they didn't like sequence it out properly. Kelly! Happy Sunday. The LA Times building is pretty magnificent, actually, in its way. During one of the protests, somebody had, I guess, it's barricaded now, but somebody had like broken the window to the lobby, and it literally looked like Lex Luthor's office waiting room, Jeff Bezos' office waiting room. The walk, a little warmer than I like, but it is a great day. There's a pretty nice breeze to be had. We're not going to walk up Grand because we'll be there on Friday for the dance thing. I'm going to just call it the dance thing. It's not the official name. But the whole street is going to be blocked off, let's say, for the celebration of dance. It should be cool. And then Thursday night we'll be down here in the evening. LA, DTLA always looks great in the evening. It is the art walk. Hey! Well, we're going to be walking right by it as we leave the 80s behind us, 1980s, and head over to the 1880s, Olvera Street. We'll walk by the protest. I'm gonna plug in my battery pack. I don't really know that I need it yet, but I feel like lately it's better to stay ahead of the battery than catch up with it. Well, this is the tough part. All right. This is where I whack my face with the gimbal 3, 4, 5 times trying to do this. Hold on. I should have just put it down on this potted plant. All right. Oh, everything's connected. You know, Joe, I really think you should get 007. Oh my God, that would be great. I really wanted to go to Critical Mass on Friday. I think we will at the end of this month, but we literally were just where it kind of meets up the day before. And Critical Mass, we're gonna see the start of it, which is really cool, and be able to watch some of the bikers go, which is also really cool. But then we're just at the same place we were, which I love Koreatown, the night before. So this is the LA Times building. Notice they spelt truth with a V, so it doesn't count. Vincent! It's really cool, but like we'd only be able to see like the setup and like the ride off. We've run into it before at the starting point. It looked pretty amazing, like an amazing an amazing ride. It's something I might endeavor to do, like ride in the future. I would just have to figure out how I could live stream it, because how would I carry the gimbal? I don't use a GoPro or anything like that. Angelo! Oh my God, this is a big week for Californians. We are voting for the mayor and governor and a lot of other really important things. I have my voting list all together, although I keep going back and forth on the mayor and the governor, actually. I really want my vote to count, but I really want my vote to help change things, so it's tricky. Also, I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for, but it's not a man. Let's just put it that way, for mayor. I think my platform, if I ran for office, would probably be safer streets to walk down. Because I gotta tell you, Los Angeles is pretty walkable. We just walked from 7th Street to 1st Street. I think the mile, we're about doing 1.7 miles today from like 7th Street to Olvera Street, and we're probably gonna circle back. But right from here, I can go down 1st Street, and I'm in, where? Little Tokyo. We are just walking half a block to the very oldest downtown of Los Angeles. And we are in the birthplace of Los Angeles, Olvera Street. It feels like a totally other place. And then a couple blocks past that, we've got Chinatown. Inherently walkable. Also, not a lot of people on the street, so you don't have to dress up like in Beverly Hills. I'm wearing my yoga pants. The posh areas are really walkable. It's really lovely to walk in Beverly Hills, down Santa Monica Boulevard. It's really lovely to walk in parts of Hollywood. It's really lovely to walk through West Hollywood, of course. Although they feel really suburban, this feels like just a real city experience walking down here. I need downtown in my life sometimes. I really love downtown LA. Hey, Steven. So 100 years makes a big difference. A lot can happen in 100 years. We just left the gleaming stainless steel and glass skyscrapers of downtown, but we'll walk back that way in a little bit. To the downtown of the 1880s, which is up ahead. There's definitely tons of places to run down here. The only downside to it not being like perfect place to walk is I think cars don't expect a lot of pedestrians and drive thusly. There's the Triforium. That's a really cool piece of 70s public art. We could call that 80s too, as we're talking about things from the 80s today, but late 70s. It flashes. I forgot to hit it like those little colored things are glass tiles and there are lights behind them, and it like plays music. I believe it reacts to the street. I would love to see it work at least once. In fact, no, I'm kidding. There's a lot of other things we need to do in Los Angeles. I would run on this as like maybe a third campaign promise to return the glory to Fletcher Bowron Square. I think it's shit. I just fell in a hole. I think it's named after an old hotel or something. But that's the federal building on the other side, so we should cross and walk down towards it. Actually, let's go to Olvera Street first, because it's straight ahead of us. On the left, we're going to see the Garnier building. I'm not sure if it's Garnier or Garnier. I pronounce it Garnier. Garnier. Step down, there we go. I need a moment of shade. So these buildings coming up on our left, the Garnier building, the Vickre Brunswick building, these are from 1800s. 1888, the Vickre Brunswick building was. It is one of the earliest, it's actually the first building. I think I might have mistaken it for the Garnier building. It's one of the first 5-story buildings built in Los Angeles. Shortcut. I don't think I always call myself gay, but that's kind of funny. Hey, side note. There's always a nice Range Rover. So the bottom contained shops at one time, mixed-use building. Oh no, I can take it. I'm also kidding. I prefer to call myself. I'm not upset. Anyway, back to the building. Lodging upstairs, shops downstairs. I guess later this became one of the largest pharmaceutical companies west of Chicago. Oh yeah, it now houses like a museum for the Plaza de Cultural Arts. Please do not get mad at my Spanish accent. Right next to it is the Garnier building. We'll see that in a second. They're beautiful buildings. The Garnier building also has a museum on the first floor. The Garnier building, however, because this used to be Chinatown, is one of the last surviving buildings from Chinatown. Garnier building was completed in 1890, so not the 80s. But they were working on it in the 1880s. That's what I say. My favorite commercial is there's this pancreatic eating disorder, and that you can take a drug for, not eating disorder, but eating, like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But anyway, It's like you can take a drug for it, and the drug is made by Nestle. Like, Nestle makes the food that makes you sick and makes the drug that makes you better. That seems like a, I don't know. It seems like it's on purpose. I'm just kidding, Nestle. And the other lovely thing about being down here is there's always something going on. So, Vicare Brunswick building. Am I zoomed in? Amy! Happy Sunday, Amy. Followed by the Garnier or Garnier block. These museums are free. Well, definitely not. I don't know that I was on Nestle's radar. We don't talk about coffee enough. Probably could run across the street, but I feel like the second I do, the Matrix will send cars my way. They did. When I was a kid, our family actually boycotted Nestle. We were not allowed to buy any Nestle anything. Okay, don't want to seem like a crazy guy, but it's getting hot on the other side. Pico House, built by the last Mexican governor of California. It's supposed to be haunted by Pio Pico. Really, it's just haunted by the reflection of me in the window. There's the Chinese museum right over there. Also an old section of Los Angeles, like the last of this little area. And then there's like an Italian section over here, or was at one time too. This is Firehouse Numero Uno. 1884. It's the oldest surviving firehouse in Los Angeles. It predates the formal Los Angeles Fire Department. You can go inside. After its firefighting days, it became a saloon, a cigar shop. A pretty awesome museum. How are you? You guys should check it out. Let's check out the performance over here. I'm gonna try to get to my special spot. I'm not sure what event is happening here, but it sounds fun and boisterous. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. We are walking in Los Angeles. What? Remember that oldie but goodie? Hey, BD. Always reminds me of you now. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I don't know why it's doing that now. Fancy. There we go. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I can't get rid of it now. All right. my gosh. I just whipped. Hey, mountain bike. It's that accordion vibe, like the chicken dance or a polka, which is historic. Oh my God, thank you guys so much for being here. No, but they are in sync. Like, I also love tap shoes. I would like wear them all the time. Woo! That's me clapping. Woo! I love them, Debbie. Right, Debbie? Love it. I love it. All right, I'm gonna go get an ice horchata and just sit here for the rest of the day. No, but something is happening usually down here for part of every weekend. And when there's a Dodger game, I'm gonna fall to my death. When there's a Dodger game, it's kind of crazy down here. They have a online schedule actually, and this is a must-see part of Los Angeles for sure, the birthplace of Los Angeles. We're just across from Union Station. We could have rid the road of the metro all the way here. Let me zoom back out. And look, the donkey is still here. This donkey was on its way out a couple weeks ago. I've told this story like a gazillion times, but when I first moved here, I literally would have to wait for a train in Union Station, and I would just come down here and eat taquitos. Not always taquitos, but a lot. The best, cheapest, most artificially delicious flavored, vanilla flavored soft serve is right in this place. She usually is out of cones though, but the ice cream is, I don't know what's special about it. Catalog, I don't know that word. Oh, catalog. A donkey? No, I would never say that about a person on the stream. We want to spread positivity. It smells like really familiar, like a smell from my childhood, almost like meatballs. Also, Joe and I went Christmas shopping down here this year, and we're gonna do it again. I like it. Also in our neighborhood shops. I'm getting a marionette for someone this year, Joe, whether you like it or not. Not the one with the pistol, but excuse me. This is another free museum. I tried to go in one day and the lady working there like ran. Hey DC! Alex! Happy Sunday. We're just tooling around in DTLA. We walked from about 7th to Olvera Street and we're about to loop back around. I'm tempted to go over to Union Station, but it's too hot. Let's check out the most expensive gas station in Los Angeles, which is up ahead here. Whenever they show the price of gas in LA, it's this gas station. Hold on to your hats. This is about $1 something more than it is anywhere else. $1.50, $1.79. Regular, $8.59. Plus, $8.69. Supreme, $8.79. And diesel, $8.99. It's really great. And you guys, I gotta cheese it, the fuzz. I'm not sure what happened. This place has the best taquitos, but it is not open on a Sunday. I feel like Joe read something about them needing help somehow. They almost are the place that invented the taquito. Their avocado sauce is really great. Joe and I ate on a stream here a couple weeks ago. This place is also really great. Cooks with lard. You can smell it. That's the mustache I'm trying to grow. That kind of looks like Joe's mustache, actually. Let's just peek through here. The Avile Adobe, not 1880s, but 1818. I think this is like one of the first houses to actually have a bathroom in it. It's really beautiful down here. Good thing it built a bathroom in 1818 because now it has a public restroom. Guys, I'm gonna put my camera, I'm kidding. Well, we're not gonna go inside right now. It's Sunday and it's really busy. I mean, the Spanish influence, of course, is all over Southern California architecture. I love the courtyard. This reminds me of a house in San Diego. The first time I ever saw this place, there was a sign on it that said, "No surprise eggs," which I had no idea what a surprise egg was. This place is also actually pretty excellent.
Oh, babe!
Let's go back to the gazebo. Ooh, this is the best shady little spot. There's some really cool pictures, I'm sure I've posted them before, of Olvera Street, and you can see City Hall. Those trees aren't obviously there. And it's like a little, instead of brick, cobblestone. So Union Station is right over there. You can get off the red line here. Let's sneak a peek over here again. You know what's really nice? The nicest thing about being down here is there's no Auntie Anne's pretzel for me to smell. I'm not gonna steal this guy's like scoop. Hey! I certainly couldn't wave it like that. The coordination of the skirts makes it really mesmerizing, actually. Woo! Are Wetzels and Auntie Anne's actually any different?
Muchísimas gracias por esos aplausos para este grupo bello. Bailar no es fácil, lleva mucha práctica, demasiada práctica, mucha mentalidad, mucha física.
All right,
Es que vamos a ver.
that was awesome. I really do need a parasol.
Vamos a celebrar como puro corazón.
Oh my gosh, you guys vote 1 for Auntie Anne's or 2 for Wetzel's. I think I might actually prefer Auntie Anne's, or I think I might have eaten at somebody's birthday. I think I might have gotten Auntie Anne's more than Wetzel's. My favorite thing, I don't know who makes this, but it's that bucket of nuggets, pretzel nuggets, soft pretzel nuggets, and 4 or 5 packs of mustard. Auntie Anne's, Wetzel's, it's a tie. I'm gonna vote for Auntie Anne's. There's not an Aunt Amy's, right? No. Those would be the best pretzels because they would be named Amy. Amy's pretzels. So Federal Building is over here. We're just taking the back door back to where we were kind of going. Cecilia, happy Sunday. It's so great to see you. One of these buildings has a plaque. This is the Italian Hall, I think. Hey, welcome you guys. Welcome Cecilia. Welcome Amy. Please vote 1 for Auntie Anne's pretzels, 2 for Wetzel's. When I was like a teenager in the mall in New Hampshire, there was a pretzel cart. And you would order pretzels there and they would come with, I say you not, cream cheese. And they were so good. I would have a cream cheese and mustard pretzel. Oh my gosh, BD and Cecilia are back together. I haven't seen you both at the same time in forever. Woo! Reunited. Q, Peaches and Herb. That Doubletree Inn, that's really the top of Little Tokyo. We just walked over the 101. I probably should have pointed it out to you. And let's let these cars go first. Or not. Thanks. I thought they just had a yield. The first time I had jury duty, it was like, not that building, but the Clara Peller, I don't even know what Clara Foltz something. This is the Federal Building, by the way. The Clara Foltz something courthouse. And this is the place that I came to eat. It is now a ghost town. I almost would love to walk through it. but not on a Sunday. Not on a Sunday alone. Also, it's locked up, but let's go peek through the gate. That's a little less jarring. It's like this concrete food court built in, like, used to have like built-in umbrellas. It just looks really like 70s. All right, there's our, I think we've had 4 sirens today, 4 police cars. Hey Joe, are you still out there somewhere? I want to know who won, Wetzel's Pretzels or Auntie Anne's. Auntie Anne's was 1, Wetzel's was 2. If you didn't vote, it's not too late. Wouldn't it be excellent if I could actually use this bridge to cross the street instead of waiting? I can. Let's check this out. BD, we'll send you some promotion energy. There's the Triforium again. And where will this take us? This reminds me of The Wiz somehow. Those like accordion whiz robots are gonna be on the other side. Sorry for the banta. Let's do a nice 360. Looking back towards Olvera Street. A little peak of Union Station right there. Federal buildings. I don't know what that building is, probably another police thing. I remember during a protest, there were some people with rifles on top of that, aiming, kind of scary way. All right, I'm gonna get back into the shade so I can read the chat. I know, oh, of course I know The Wiz was filmed in New York, but it reminds me of more. That's interesting. Do you know that ooh, shit. Okay. I just sailed down those stairs. You know that part of Century City was used for one of the Planet of the Apes too? Oh, I guess this must have been another little park to sit in too. We really could make better use of these spaces. This is City Hall right here. You know, Monday through Friday you can take an elevator to the top. There's a little lookout deck. It's free. Some of the best views. Scares me because it's a really old building. Earthquakes, rails, heights, all of it. I'm pretty klutzy. I just never actually hit the ground. You know, I usually save myself last second. I am okay. 3 times. Tripping in LA. Day tripping in LA. We're like days. I'm gonna like jaywalk right now. Let's see if I can make it before I get smashed. I'm facing them because if I get smashed, I want you to jot down that license plate number. All right, we made it. Just don't worry about me. Just if you ever stop by like a Catholic church, go in and light one of those candles. I like that. But I mean, you know, in a reasonable way, you can worry about me. I'm pretty resilient. I think the biggest worry for me is my shins, honestly. I feel like the skin on my shins is so thin in Spain. No, the skin on my shins is so thin, like, I was afraid to rip it open on something. Yeah, don't go to New York during FIFA. Also, get to New York before August. Actually, sometimes June can get really... I remember going to New York in June once, and I wore shorts and a light shirt, and I walked from 42nd Street to 25th, even in my teenage years. And by the time I got to my aunt's place, I was sweated through. I wonder what FIFA is going to be like here in Los Angeles with all of the stuff happening without getting too specific. A 4-day vacation is perfect if you don't do too much stuff. Definitely the humidity. The humidity really kind of like takes a toll on everybody. It makes I'm telling you something you don't know. It makes it hotter. It makes it harder to, I guess, dry off when it's humid. Perspire. Look, it's Heidi, Kim, Vanderpump, and 2 other people. I have no idea who they are. A Mormon wife. I just want a nice short weekend trip that it takes me like 45 minutes to get there. I can immediately get into the hotel room. Like, I don't have to wait for like 2 o'clock check-in. And then I can go lie by a pool and not have to go to, not have to go to any museums. Take an evening hike, maybe a little live stream, you know? We've got 2 years for the Olympics. My biggest fear about the Olympics for the past however long we've known we were going to get the Olympics is what would happen to housing. My initial thought when the Olympics were coming is like, if I were a landlord or I owned some property, I would be building stuff and not renting it out until that year or something. We have a housing situation in the world, actually, but in Los Angeles for sure. And they keep building these huge, giant buildings. Like, there's one on the corner of Sunset and Western, 42-something-01, maybe 4201 Sunset, and it's huge. I would love to live in any one of those apartments. They're probably like $4,000 a month. For a 1-bedroom or a bachelor. Woo, please do. Thanks for reminding me, BD. And let me take a second to thank my members while we're walking down this kind of boring street. Thank you guys for helping to keep the channel going. really, really couldn't do it without you. So I really appreciate your support. And if you are new here, like BG said, give us an old like and subscribe. We're human beings creating human content, and that's getting rarer and rarer. Whoa. What a gorgeous bouncing car. Hey BD, I thought of you this morning. Actually, you can, oh, never mind, it would be political. There's a certain theater that changed its name recently, or is changing its name back. I mean, that shit's crazy. Who is renting a $4,000 one-bedroom apartment, Michael? I mean, who's renting those? Like, the industry that propels the city is sort of struggling right now, so there aren't a ton of those type of jobs. In addition to that, I'm not trying to get all negative here. In addition to that, there aren't a lot of other types of jobs. Like, the job situation might be a little bit hairy, but they're building these apartments that are $4,000 a month when we have a housing crisis. Up here on the right is LA's oldest, or downtown LA's oldest gay bar. We're going to take a right after this. The new Jalisco. Oh, it's the first gay bar in DTLA. I'm serving some tacos and it smelled so good, my stomach just went, whoa. I'm glad you didn't hear it. Hey, Sunset LA, happy Sunday. Yes, thank you so much for being here. We are I'm sorry, we're on Main Street and Main and 3rd. I'm taking a right on 3rd. I am really obsessed with this building right here. I saw somebody and they did a video about, it's like maybe the local council person, and they did a video about this park, and the name of this park has the name of the theater that stood across the street. And I thought that theater was the Liberty Theater, but the park was called something different. Rocks! Welcome, 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 you guys. Well, when I heard that story, I thought about you. Only because we had that convo really early on when it first happened. It seems like 10 years ago, but it really, wow. We've been streaming for a while and talking for a while, but the past year, it's gone by quick, but in some ways things that were like a year ago seem like they were 5 years ago. We're gonna take a left on Spring. I'm gonna walk down a little bit. I'm gonna cut through the Spring Street Arcade. just gonna try to get to the shady side if I can. Maybe we'll go. Hey, Uba, thank you guys so much, right? 2.5 more years, hopefully. Greetings, thank you guys so much. Did a big downtown loop with a slight 80s theme. We talked about buildings from the 1980s and buildings from the 80s, 1880s, or 1890s in some cases. Kind of the fun juxtaposition of downtown architecture. Thank you guys so much for being here today. All right. We're making our way 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. We're making our way back down to 7th. We're gonna walk. Maybe we'll walk back to Broadway because this is kind of boring. Although it's really shady, has a nice breeze. Spring Street is the old bank district. Old banks are coming up. Ooh, let's sneak through here. We'll go back to Broadway. Through here is the Biddy Mason Memorial, Grandma of Los Angeles, a shoe shine, amazing story. If you're a member, feel free to watch this short video I did on Grandma Mason. Hey, Louise! Oh my gosh, you have to get there. You have to tell them you saw it on a live stream. Did I ever show you this part of this? We walked this one day and read it, which was amazing. But this is like where her house actually was, ish. And that's an actual picture. Biddy Mason, you watch the members video or look it up, look her up. Sometimes I'm amazed by human beings like Biddy. Right? I don't think we ever went in because I think I saw it one day when I was walking through here. We're right across from the Grand Market. Oh, the house of Biddy Mason. The Grandma of Los Angeles. She was a nurse, a female African-American landowner. All right, I'm gonna cross the street to the shady side. I wanna kind of go over there, but hey Joe, do you care if I get a donut? I'm just kidding. I kind of... Right? We gotta see what the line looks like though. I really don't want to wait in a line. I'm sweating and I smell. If their line is crazy there, maybe we can... Alright. Maybe we can cross the street. If there's a line there, I'll go to the donut place a little further down, which I always want to go to but never do. Right now I'm slamming that button. Donut ahoy. Okay, so we just have to... Worry that the line ain't too long. Oh, we should have got a donut earlier. Let's check out the other place. I've never been there. If the other place looks crazy, I'll come back here.
Oh, is this the food hall?
Absolutely, I thought you were going to get 007. I get a donut and you get 007. I say I would get 2 donuts and you get 007. But yeah, I thought you were going to get 007. I just don't want to wait in that line behind all those people. People kind of get a little uncomfortable about somebody with a camera filming the back of their head. Joe, are you going to live stream after this? Okay, so I think the other donut place is a little further down by Planet Fitness. I know, I love the donut, man. Also, the donut and coffee. I want a Dianetics t-shirt. The donut and coffee combo that they have there is cheap. I don't know what the prices are over here. Not that I should get a hot coffee, but it's inexpensive and it feels like a bargain. Amy, you should live stream your gaming. Who cares? Like what anybody thinks. You just block them. If somebody's being a troll, you block them. These spaces should be all about positivity for the creators and everybody involved. And sometimes nobody watches. I did this for a while and there were like 4 people watching. One of them was the ghost of Judy Garland. But still, it counts as a view and watch time.
Like she's obviously, I was looking around.
My big fear about walking into this donut place is they're gonna be like, no filming. In which case I'll just go to Paradise and get an ice cream. They'll let me film. All right, Planet Fitness. Oh, the Donut Man is on the next block. It's after the end of Route 66. I'm glad it wasn't right next door to Planet Fitness. Gotta be like, I don't know, smoking outside of this window, eating a donut. Mountain bike! Hey, it's always nice to see you, even if it's for only 6 minutes before you shut it off so it doesn't ruin the... I'm kidding. It's always great to see you, even if it's only for a couple minutes. Happy Sunday. Hope you are feeling awesome. right? That's kind of the a smart attitude to have, Callie's. Callie Chuteron. Sorry, couldn't read that. That's kind of a good attitude. I think of it as sort of, oh, we could have walked through the farmer's market earlier. It's kind of ending now. I think of it as kind of like recording things for posterity. Wouldn't you love to be able to go back and see like someone riding their bike in the 1977, for example, like all through Los Angeles? Or 1982. So I like to think of this as recording for posterity. Like I have this back catalog for a year and some months where you could just pull up a day and see what it was like in Los Angeles. Of course, not 365 days a year, but I don't know, 30 years from now, if I don't get booted off YouTube, someone will be able to look at these, and that's kind of cool. Oh my gosh. Well, we all have a Tyler that drives us to strive for excellence. If this donut place is not open, I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts. That's the next donut shop. This is what happens when you wait too long to go somewhere. Oh no. I think that's an optical illusion. I can't tell for sure. Oh. Donut friend. All right, I'm going to go into Donut Friend. I'm never going to show the people working behind the counter because nobody gets paid enough to have a camera in their face or Wayfarer glasses on their face. So I'm going to go down. Okay. These are all really awesome looking and awesome prices too. They also have mini donuts. I think I want the apple fritter because it looks insane. My second favorite kind of donut. I'll get that. Could I please get an apple fritter? Thank you. Do you have any cold coffee? Always want to come in here. You guys are usually super busy.
Yeah.
They talked me into coming in,
Yeah.
which wasn't hard.
Yeah, it's pretty busy. It's pretty slow
I don't know why I printed a receipt. I'm gonna carefully pull it out of there. Sorry. Yeah, they keep building giant apartment buildings when we need housing in this city, and the apartments are like $4,000 for like a one bedroom. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, Michael, we live kind of in a similar area. I think I live. Thank you so much. You're the best. I appreciate it. Thanks. Thank you. All right, we're gonna bust out of here and eat our donut. I just put my straw in my coffee cup with the paper on it. Flip that out. All right. I'm gonna find a fun spot to stop real quick and take that paper off of my iced coffee, and show you my donut friend box with this Mahonchus apple fritter. The funniest thing about, oh my God, I cannot carry all this. I'm gonna sit on this curb. Why? Because I have a cloth to sit on. Ah. All right. Oh my gosh. I need an intern. My intern is at home. So I'm sitting on a sidewalk in downtown LA. Here's the donut I'm gonna try to save for Joe. We'll see. Donut friend. I'm gonna be a big back for sure. Eating these donuts. This is actually excellent because it doesn't have so many. I'm just hoping somebody doesn't talk to me eating a donut. It doesn't have so much apple on it that it's disgusting to eat because she didn't give me a napkin. Maybe I was supposed to take it myself. The iced coffee, cold brew, phenomenal. It's a perfect blend for the donut, exactly like Donut Man. Joe, we'll have to come down here and try toilet friend. That's what the donut is. It'll be smooth sailing later. We're almost to 7,000. I'll eat 7 donuts if we get, I'm kidding. The donut was $4.95. I hope Mary's here. Hey, Mountain Bike, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Don't look at that donut. It's not good for you. Oh, thank you so much. Sure. Yep, we're just having a Sunday donut. No. Oh, maybe 8,000, 7,000. Almost 7,000. That's a good number. Yep, exactly. Thank you so much. I'll take a look at that. There's a lovely gentleman from the Tony Alamos Ministries. I feel like if I eat this, I just told that guy we have 8,000 followers. Sorry. Wishful thinking. I'm gonna need a nap. Wow, that's a nice bit of Oh, I have napkins. I have lavender scented toilet paper for some reason. I have several chamois. We're experienced street eaters. One time I made a brownie sundae on a park bench on a live stream. It was the dirtiest park bench ever. Actually, it wasn't a park bench. It was a brick bench at Olvera Street. It was pretty messy that day, but I luckily had my sitting cloth on. I can't believe I've eaten this whole donut. Joe, I'm gonna bring you the box. Street eater almost sounds like a monster. So, shout out to Donut Friend for their apple fritter. It's not called an apple fritter, it's called like Fritters Forever or something. Also, it was $4.95 or $4.50. I feel like that's a decent price for a snack that size. Pardon me while I wipe my hands with my wet wipes. Oh my God, clean. Now I just got to get rid of that box. Ugh. Let me put away my sitting rag. Grab my gimbal. I'm gonna leave a bit for the pigeons. And hi, it's me. Okay, Joe, that wasn't very good. I can't help but feel like I left something on the ground that I shouldn't have. I think that place is also vegan, by the way. Vegan or vegetarian. Because they had no dairy products. Hey, thank you so much. My battery capacity is 65%. So when I plugged in, we were at 60%. I'm now at 65%. Oh, my battery pack is dead though. Or unalive, as the kids say. All right. I haven't had a donut I didn't like in a long time. Although, what's the donut place that we went to? The pink donut place next to Pink's? That donut was okay. It's a lot of donut. I was actually thinking of making pasta salad for dinner tonight. It's kind of funny that you say that. We've got pasta, we've got vegetables, we've got some, to whip up a little dressing. It'll be a little refreshing. A lot of carbs for me today, though. A lot of carbs. I have not seen a trash can since I've wanted one. I'm gonna end up with the Donut Man box claw. It's really nice having an iced coffee in the afternoon. I haven't had an iced coffee in a long time. Oh my goodness. This is more Tony Alamo Ministries people. Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I've gotten 2 brochures downtown today. One from Tony Alamo and one from, I'm not sure. I haven't read it. I'm not gonna throw it away because I would never throw away something. Oh my gosh. All right. Tony Alamo and then Christian Aid Ministry is asking me if I am anxious. The answer to that question is always. She threw hers away, but I'm gonna keep mine. I one day can have a scrapbook of all of the things I've collected downtown on my walks. It was really sweet. Those are people too. Those are people too. Those are people ministerizing. I got the trash can. Thank you so much. Give me a second to park. Whoa. Tricks. Do you, I used to have a huge iced coffee every day for lunch. After lunch in the afternoon as like a pick-me-up. Like a Dunkin' Donuts large iced coffee. Drivers are so crazy. Remember Dunkin' Donuts had the big one? They also had like some kind of ginormous iced coffee also. I've got one. Thank you so much. It was like a bucket of iced coffee. Mennonites, they are. That means they must have taken the train all the way here from Chicago. I always wonder what it would be like living like a strict sort of religious life in the middle of this. Like trying to behave when Linda's jewelry is right there. Family pants. You can take your whole family to get pants at Family Pants. Anybody have a good Family Pants story? Was it a chain? Did they only have pants? Was it pants for the whole family or pants the whole family could fit into? I remember taking the train to New Mexico with a bunch of Amish or Mennonites that were going back to Chicago. And the train broke down in Needles, California for hours in the middle of the night. And there was a girl on the train, not one of the Amish or Mennonites, listening to that song, "Baby, how'd you get so fly?" over and over again. I don't know the name of the song. I just know, like, honey, how'd you get so fly? I'm not gonna sing it either, and that's probably not the tune, but over and over again, so loud on her CD Walkman that I could hear it through her headphones. I'm gonna now, gosh, there's trash cans everywhere now that I don't need it as much. There are people in Chicago or outside of Chicago also. That's it, Baby Bash. Also, the guys in that video were kind of like, I don't know, soft feeling to me. I know that one of Baby Bash recently passed on. I think I might have learned to enjoy the song as a memory. Thanks, Amy. I know you were not the girl. You would have only been 10 then. Didn't they have like 2 songs though? Butterflies, lady, lady. They had another song that was kind of rap, kind of singing too. I don't know, Baby Bash to me just kind of nowadays means a whole different thing. Don't stop, Amy, you're not old. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm either gonna get hit by a bus or trip on Brittany. No tripping on Brittany. No tripping on Brittany. Whew. Oh my God, thank you guys so much for joining us on a Sunday with no particular destination. You could say destination unknown. I mean, the only common thread here was the 80s, IMO. Speaking of the 80s, it's the Garfield building, named after Garfield. It wasn't named after that Garfield. This feels like just a really weird leftover block with the bay windows. Hey, how are you? I always kind of wonder about that building. Oh yeah, Crazy Town. That's it. I remember that too, but I just remember I thought somebody was like dragging a plastic bag. So we're getting back to the 80s part. From the 80s to the 1880s to back to the 1980s. And then there was like, oh, here's a Whole Foods. Oh, golly gee. I think he lost a wheel on his skate doodle. I literally just almost tripped again. Whee! Oh my gosh. Hey, we will definitely check you out for sure. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Walk those doggies. We know the drill. Have a great time tonight. Thanks so much. You guys, I am about a couple blocks away from my train station. I'm kind of getting ready to head back on the train, go home and make my pasta salad for dinner. I think Joe might be streaming up in a few. Joe? Oh, look at that. I want to see Joe drive this ridiculous car. I would feel like it's cool, but I would feel like a tool driving around in that. I mean, it's cool in a not cool way. All right, I'm about to sign off, so I want to thank you guys so much. Let's walk up this way. I just want to make it back to my train station. We will be live streaming tomorrow night from Hollywood, California, like we do every Monday. Maybe something will be going on. Maybe it'll just be people riding in those cool three-wheeled cars. Who knows? But we'll see ya. Amy, come on into the gaming. Oh, come on. You guys can be mutual gaming supporters. When you run your gaming channel, Gaming in LA will be there for you. Anyway, Amy. Hello, Geminova. All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Joe is up next, or you can just kick back. Of course, you know, support deserves support, Amy. We're very supportive of you and your endeavors. I've been goading you on to build that roller coaster park for months, and look at you. We love ya, Amy. All right. Hugs and kisses, platonic, for all of you, and respectful. If you don't want them, you don't need them, but big hugs. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Amy Gamey. Amy, you should totally think about calling your channel Amy Gamey, because it would be pretty awesome. Cecilia, Cecilia, so good to see you again. So I'm just trying to avoid people screaming, or a person screaming. I don't want them to think I'm filming them screaming. That would be kind of horrible. So if it's, oh, he's just singing, that's all right. If it's your first time here, I didn't mean to hit that, but like, subscribe, chat, we'd really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching us today. We're walking in LA. I don't know if that's gonna play the way I want it to. Just bringing that back. I'll hang out for 1 second while Amy shares her channel name, and feel free to follow Amy. All right, I'm gonna go home and follow Amy at Tyler's Brat Amy. We can all follow each other. Thank you guys so much. Have a really awesome night. Live from downtown Los Angeles, sending you good thoughts. Thank you so much. That's a lovely heart, very masculine heart. Fireworks for all of you. I like you. I like you. Oh, it's supposed to have a like. Woo! See you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.